Hey, what's happening everybody? My name is Jeremy in case you're new here, and today I want to go over some tips and tricks when shooting your 360-degree videos. Now, if you haven't already, I put together a complete guide from start to finish, everything you need on shooting 360-degree videos, and you can click right up there. So now in this video, like I said, we're doing some tips and tricks, and for my setup, I'm using the Freedom 360 mount, 6 GoPro Hero 4 black cameras, and for the software I use Kolor Autopano Video Pro 2 and Kolor Autopano Giga 4. Alright, so the first thing that I want to cover are the modes that you have to use on your GoPro cameras to get awesome 360-degree videos. So in my last video, the 360 guide video, I got a bunch of comments from people saying, I use 4K on my GoPro cameras, or I use 1080p on my GoPro cameras, and it didn't stitch correctly. Now, I stressed in that video that you can't use the 16:9 aspect ratio modes on your cameras. You have to use the 4:3 aspect ratios, like 960p, 1440p, and 2.7K 4:3. So I have all my cameras right now in 4K, 30 frames per second. I'm gonna try to do a 360 video and just show you what happens when you use the wrong mode and you try to stitch it in the Kolor Autopano Video Pro software. Okay, so I went ahead and synchronized the 6 clips together already, and now it's time to stitch it. So I'm gonna go to Stitch, and then use the current selection stitch. This is going to take a few seconds, and then we'll see what it looks like after. So okay, it just finished, and this is exactly what I expected. So the reason why this happens is because there aren't enough control points. The 4K video mode is not wide enough. It's 16:9 aspect ratio. So this is why you must use the 4:3 aspect ratios, because it uses the whole GoPro sensor. So make sure you use the 4:3 aspect ratio modes on your GoPro and your stitch will be perfect every single time. Actually, that's not true. Sometimes that can happen even when you use the 4:3 aspect ratio modes, and it has to do with control points. Sometimes the software can't automatically add those control points because of the lighting or if it's too dark. So I'm going to show you what you can do using templates with Giga, Autopano Giga 4, and the templates will help you actually stitch those broken videos and make it perfect. So let me show you that right now. Here's a problem that I ran into a few weeks ago when I went snowboarding. I stitched my video together. I thought it was going to be perfect, but then, my legs are up here, my snowboard. Then I have all this black space here. And the reason why is because the sky was maybe too similar to the snow on the ground. There was not much color difference, so the software couldn't automatically detect those control points. Luckily, that day I shot some more 360 videos in this same position, and it worked. So what I can do with the other video is create a template and then use that template to stitch this video, which will fix it. Okay, so I went ahead and stitched my other clip that I know is working, and it's perfect. It looks good. So we're going to use this as the template. So what I want to do is just apply this so it's straight for now, and then click Edit. And what this is going to do is open up Autopano Giga 4. Okay, I'm in Autopano Giga, and I'm going to click Edit and just fine-tune this just a bit with the control points. So I'm going to click this here and just select all these cameras here and stitches. So basically I'm going to do Control A. It's going to select all. Then I'm going to click the Add Control Points using Geometric Analysis. So it's going to add a few more if it can detect more. You can notice up here it's 2419 control points, and this might increase a bit. The ideal thing, so it went up a little bit. It's saying there's bad links, but it's okay. Ideally, you want this number to be as low as possible. So now what we're going to do is click the Optimize the Panorama, and it's going to hopefully drop this number down a little bit closer to 2. So 3.12, not good, but not bad. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to X out. So what you want to do now is go to File and click Save As, and basically just name a file. So I got snowboard template. I'm going to click Save, and now we're going to go back to the broken 360 video and fix it using this template. Okay, so here's the broken one again. Now my legs are over here, but I still got this empty black space. Okay, so I'm gonna go to stitch again, and instead of using the GoPro to stitch, I'm gonna do template panorama, click stitch, and then I'm going to pick that template that I made, click open, and let's wait a few seconds and we'll see how it looks. And there we go. Nice, perfect. It doesn't even look like I need to make any adjustments because, like I said, this is basically the same scenario. The other one worked, but for some reason this one didn't work. But yeah, it actually looks great. So now the one problem that you can run into when shooting a 360-degree video using this sort of setup is the parallax effect. Now what that means is, each camera has a different viewing angle. So if a person is, say, standing to the left here, this camera here will be capturing a portion of their body, while this camera here or this camera up here will capture another portion of their body. So you'll run into the stitches being like across the neck or across the body. So I'm gonna show you an easy way to fix this. Now sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. The best way to mount your camera if you don't want to run into those problems is to mount it like this so that your stitches are actually vertical rather than diagonal this way. At this point I don't have a good example to share for the more advanced way to fix this, so I plan on doing more tutorial videos like this, tips and tricks. So eventually I'll get to that and help you guys with the more advanced way. But let me show you the simple way that you can do right now. Alright, so here's a short horror film that I tried shooting. You got the killer here with the knife walking across the frame, and then his head gets cut off. Actually, that's me. So there's a way to sort of fix this, a simple way. So we're going to click edit, and it's going to open up Autopano Giga. It's going to open up this one frame here. And you notice that, yeah, if we look at the individual cameras, you could, see that if you click this option here. But what we want to do is go to the mask addition tool here, and you want to enable this bottom left preview button. And now you can see all the individual cameras. So when you're in here and you put your mouse into this window, you can see it sort of opens up a little bit here, right? So what we want to do is just add a marker here. So all I'm going to do is click right there, and it's going to open up the camera. It's going to open up this stitch a little more so that when I walk across that, my head's not going to get cut off basically. So I'm just going to add that one. That's all I really need. And I'm going to hit the check mark here, and then I'm going to hit the top left to save it, and it's going to push it to Autopano Video Pro. And check it out. It looks awesome now. I'm just going to replay it from back a little bit. So you'll notice that the stitch error is no longer there. It's a little bit laggy, but you get the idea. So yeah, that's gonna pretty much conclude this tips and tricks video. I really hope you guys found this helpful. If there's anything else that I didn't cover, just leave a comment down below and I'll definitely try to get that in the next tips and tricks video that I do. Keep in mind, in the description I'll have links to everything you need, like the mount here, the GoPro cameras, the software that you need, and everything else. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, give me a like. That helps me out so much. And I'll see you in my next tips and tricks video.